handle situations when things don't go your way. And so one thing I have felt or learned in my situations is that it's a phase. Okay, it's a phase. It is not permanent. It is not going to last. Eventually the things you want will come to you, but how you how you wave in that phase is something which should be learned. Like for example, sometimes patterns keep repeating itself. Like for example, you might have this value inside of you. Value means I do not mean that you have this kind of moral or something like that, but you have a virtue inside of you that maybe you're someone who is very easily substituted, maybe you're someone who is very easily replaced, and that will keep coming back to your situations again and again. Whether I mean for me, I'm talking professionally. So I find myself in situations wherein I feel like I am being replaced by someone else, whether it is someone who is very junior to me, or someone who is not so much in the field where I am in, or something like that. And when I say this, I do not mean it in a way that, like I am a very high professional person and high experienced person. No, I am not so experienced, but I just completed 2 years in this last 2 years. So before that, I was just in my education journey, and I always believed that once I complete my education, then I would join a job and stuff like that. But what I have actually learned is it's not about how much talented you are or how much you are able to give on a particular job opportunity or a particular work area. It's about how smartly you deal with people. Not just how smartly you deal with people, it's also about certain dynamics. Like I always discuss about relationship dynamics in a workplace area. It is also about how you adapt to different kind of situations, how well you're managing stress, how well you're managing your time, how well you are how wisely you adapt to situations. So what happens is that sometimes people who are very honest and people who have a way who have a habit who have who, sorry who has a who have a habit of talking directly to people, they mostly get things very things become very difficult for them, because you are talking directly to people and people do not want to be direct with you. So that's where the problem arises. That kind of instability should not be there, and if it is there, you should know how to handle the situation. So that's what I would be telling you, is that you should know how to handle your situations. Like, you need to be very diplomatic in a work environment, because what happens is that if you do not be diplomatic, things would eventually come to you, even if you are not responsible for that. So I am someone who is very passionate about data related fields, but some or the other way, like I tried to escape a certain situation wherein I was put into something different and I didn't want to adapt to it, and I took action in the 3D and I tried to do something about it, because as humans we are taught to directly take actions about something to solve that particular problem. But what happens is that it's not your actions which solves a particular problem. Mostly it's about your mental thoughts which actually solves the problem. So even if you are in trouble at this point of time right now, if you have the mindset that I will come out of this, then you will come out of it. So, and recently experienced very difficult people in my work environment. Like before, like some 6-7 months or so, I was in a very toxic project. Like in a 1 year, like my 1 year was totally wasted on them, because like they had certain so much of toxicity inside of them that they made the whole workplace toxic, and they made everybody else sick in that place. So, and I, before that, I'd never experienced something like that, because I was in a good project before that. Now I am a part of a support central team, and they're different, but I also see different kind of dynamics there. Now what is happening at this point of time right now is that I am into a job which I am actually not enjoying so much, but I have to do because I want to earn money, and I do not have any other alternative at this point of time right now. But I'm somehow just adjusting to things. But and to be honest, it's not very wrong to have a diverse portfolio in a career. But the thing is that people here are very different. So in this team also, in this central team also, like I was first working with a part of a team who were very honest, who were very, like, they bonded very well. They were very nice and warm people. And now I'm experiencing some of the people who like to give others pressure, who like to blame others, who do not actually share the same values as me. And I'm not saying that you won't come across people who don't share the same values as you, but how you handle them, that becomes very important. But what happens is that I sometimes lose my mental peace because of such difficult people. So my message would be is that no matter what situations you are in, don't let anyone take away that mental peace from you, because maybe you are trying to find something emotional in a workplace, and workplace are subject to changes. They're subject to dynamic and versatile kind of things. So if you're expecting that somebody would be emotionally helping you, that's not gonna work. Because even in a workplace, like I feel like after school you cannot find emotional bonding in any person. Okay, so hardly you would find 1-2 people in your MBA college, or in your, like, I didn't find anyone in my bachelor college who I could emotionally bond with. Not even in my master's college, but in MBA I found 2 people who I could emotionally bond with, and I still emotionally bond with them. So that is something. But I would still tell you, when people cross a certain age, they are just professional. They do not know you well, and they do not emotionally gel well. You might be lucky enough to find those 2 people in your MBA college, or maybe your master's college, or something like that. But there are some people who do not even find one person to emotionally bond with. So if you're trying to find emotional intensity in a workplace, please don't. It's a very big red flag for you, because you would suffer because of that. And not just this, even if people care for you, maybe your subordinates care for you, maybe your team cares for you, they won't be able to actually do something about a particular situation in a workplace, because workplace have a lot of dependencies. It's not like it is independent or something like that, because I am dependent on someone is dependent on me. So sometimes up downs would happen, people will misbehave, people will try to defend themselves, so you cannot do anything about it. So the less you take tension about your work or about your workplace, and if somebody is irritating you and spoiling your peace of mind, you need to find a way to manage it. Maybe you just meditate, you talk to someone you love, you message someone, you dream about someone, do anything you want to, but don't depend on that workplace to give you that mental peace. Because see, the thing is, initially I used to be very attached to certain things, like a certain project, a certain work, or a certain thing. But these things keep on changing, because it is dependent on an outside environment, it is dependent on other clients, it's dependent on other teams and other leadership roles. So you cannot actually count on these things. What you can do is just to control yourself, and also tell yourself, if you find yourself attached to a certain thing, or a certain in a certain team or a certain thing in your workplace, just tell yourself, you didn't marry this team, you didn't marry this particular work role, you didn't So this is not your spouse that you need to be so attached to a workplace. It is subject to changes. Just how you see that all of a sudden a bad time starts coming and it also goes away. You need to tell yourself that this is a phase. It doesn't mean anything like that. And if somebody is unempathetic, if somebody is actually spoiling your peace of mind, just tell yourself that they themselves are disturbed. That's why they are there is a proverb in I don't know like how to say this, but it's most prevalent in a workplace. So if somebody is hurting you, like in a workplace, I'm saying, I'm not talking about personal relations. If somebody is hurting you, then they themselves are hurt. That means if somebody is trying to deliberately hurt your ego, then, or like, I'm not even talking about ego, but your self-respect. If somebody is trying to hurt your self-respect, then that means that their self-respect also has been hurt some way by some other person, so they are trying to put that burden on you. And that's not a healthy way of dealing with things, but it's okay. You don't have to give a lecture to them about anything at all. So I have learned actually the power of silence. So the thing is when you cannot control a particular situation, the best thing you can do is to be just silent. You need to observe people, what they do and what they don't do. You need to mirror them the way they are. That's all. So that's about it. I thought that it was very necessary to say these things, because a lot of things in our personal life we relate it with our professional life also. So if you find yourself in a pattern wherein the same things keep on repeating again and again, then you need to ask yourself, what particular thought in my subconscious mind is creating this. Now if you feel that you are very easily replaced in a workplace, you need to tell yourself that I am someone who is irreplaceable. Even if things change in the outside at this point of time right now, it will eventually nobody can bring into play what I bring. So things will eventually change, and whatever I am desiring of in my workplace, that would be given to me. And to be honest, the less you work, the less the less you care about your workplace, the less you care about you. I mean, when you get assigned to a work, please do the work. I'm not asking you to be insincere about the work, but what I'm saying is, stop taking everything emotionally. There's even a proverb that when you react to everything takes a toll on you. So if you are a very emotionally sensitive person, because I am, so I have learned to prioritize things. If it is about my SP, I will prioritize it. If it is about my family, I will prioritize it. If it is about a particular thing which is assigned to me, I will try to complete and give it as soon as possible. But like the nonsense shit which happens in a workplace, which you do not have any control of, like certain behavior, somebody trying to be pricey with you, somebody giving you a bad time, you have to learn how to tide with it. You have to learn how to be smart, and sometimes even cunning with people, because we don't live in a generation wherein things are very simple and general like you are. So if you are a very sensitive kind of person, please be very mindful about who you are very simple with.